I get why representation matters. And speaking of representations of me specifically, back in June, after Reddit announced a new policy to charge third-party apps for accessing its data, many of its members engaged in a striking protest.
Some of the biggest forums on Reddit are being flooded with photos of comedian John Oliver. This is all taking place over a protest to changes on how the website's being run. Two of the most popular so-called subreddits have decided to post nothing but photos of Oliver.
It's true, for weeks, images of me were used as a form of protest on some of the most popular subreddits. And to their credit, they used some pretty good ones, like this one of me as a Muppet, this one of me as a blobfish, this one of me appearing in a piece of toast, and my personal favourite, this one labelled John Oliver Wick, which is a pretty good way of showing you exactly what it would look like if Professor Snape ever committed armed robbery. It was a pretty inspiring act of malicious compliance, but just watch as trying to explain it seemed to break the brains of that local news team.
I don't know what this is. Are they for John Oliver or against him?
I think this is just part of their protest. Okay. So we're going to put something up that's boring and nobody's going to care about.
That's just
that way.
Is that right?
Well, this is moderators of a certain subreddit say that they're only allowing users to post pictures of John Oliver, quote, looking sexy. In effect, if any picture of community was allowed because John Oliver is always sexy. So you're saying boring. According to the Reddit users, they're doing it because he's sexy. I don't know. Okay. This is according to this article.
Okay. Putting my feelings aside, which they certainly did there, why does it seem like everyone on that show is completely unprepared? This guy is confused by the story entirely, and she is Googling it live on air. It looks like they're hosting an improv show where the audience gave them the words Reddit, sexy, and John Oliver, and they had to build a scene around that. Oh, you know what other major pop culture news we missed? Bob and